Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. I guess I shouldn't say good morning because you could be watching this at any time. But today we need to get some hay cut. We got the mower, our Kloss mower, hooked up to our 8310. And we'll go and cut the little bit right here. There's a little patch on the other side of the, you know what, you'll see it. And then we got to go get that by our new yard over, you know where. If you've watched any episodes before, you know exactly where I'm talking about. As you can see, our corn looks beautiful out now, right now. It's just doing pretty good. We just got done spraying, although it looks like there might be a weed over there. Might be one or two. But I didn't take you long while spraying because I felt like it was pretty repetitive. I guess maybe next year I'll take you along when we spray the corn. Um, but In other news, so I've been talking about how that new yard, we were renting it for a couple of years and then we were going to buy it. Turns out the guy that owns it, used to work with my grandpa, he uh, is now going to move to town. He originally was going to wait a couple of years and then move to town, but they must have found a house they like by the sounds of it in town, and then they're going to go ahead and move to that this year. So they wanted to sell me the acreage and then those two fields that you guys will see me cutting the one field for hay this year. Um, and then the other one's a cornfield. Um, but they also had more ground north of the creek there. You know what? I can show you on a map. So, uh, wait for it to save, I guess. Sorry about that. Should have done that before. So here's where I live. Here we can turn the houses on. Here's where I live. Here's my workshop and everything. Here's the cornfield. So we own this. We won't be farming this anymore next year. We will still be farming this. I think we were actually going to buy one of these pieces this year, and then we might buy the other one next year. Um, so Uh, yeah, but so here is where he lives, in our shop there. Here's that grass field. That's 44. 45 is our cornfield. So he owns this little strip here, this 90, 91, 92, and then a bunch of trees that are around here. 92 is a grass field, 90 and 91, obviously are crop fields. Um, but we are gonna have to buy this year, and then next year we'll be able to rent this stuff up here. And then in 5 years, we'll be able to buy this up here. So that kind of changes how we're going to be looking at the farm this year. I hadn't expected to have to buy that, but yeah. Um, so yeah, this will be my last crop off of these two fields, which I'm honestly fine with. Because if you remember to last year's harvest video or even planting this year and last year, these are kind of a headache pieces to farm. Um, I mean, this one's kind of nice. This 114 here is kind of nice, but there's just little mounds in it, and the soybean header kind of doesn't go over it very well. So, um, I kind of forgot that that was soybeans last year, and I planted it again to soybeans this year. But I was trying to make it where this half of the farm was corn, and then this half was soybeans, just to make it easy. But oh well, it doesn't matter. We won't have these next year anyways. So this will probably be all soybeans up here, and then this will probably all be corn down here. Or I might make one of these. I might make this field different than these two, and then this one can be different from these three. We'll see. I'll decide later. That's just random rambling. But yeah, so that was probably a 4 minute intro that we didn't need. But you guys, I just want to keep you guys up to date. So as always, I hope you do enjoy this video and stuff, and we'll go ahead and get into Samoan here. I hope you enjoy this time lapse of cutting our hay crop this year. Okay, guys. As you can see, I got stopped here, and I just got her topped up with fuel. Um, and parked on the wrong side, as you can see the fuel tanks right here. But yeah, we got her topped off on fuel. I'm gonna head over to our new acreage over there. I'm gonna cut that piece right behind it, and then I will see you guys back here when I come to get the rake. Good morning, everyone. Uh, I know I said at the end of hay cutting after I'd filled up the tractor and I was gonna run over and get the other stuff cut. I did get that cut, but I was gonna rake it that day. But I realized that I need to let it dry for a little bit, and then it's now been 2 days since I talked to you guys last. So, or actually, it's been 3 days. But I got the 8310 unhooked from the mower. Got the mower parked away in the shed over there. And then I got her hooked up to the baler now. But now we're gonna go ahead and rake it. I was gonna ted everything, so it'd be actual hay bales, but I decided that I'm just gonna rake it now, because I'm selling it, and it doesn't really matter to me if it's hay or grass. So, with that, I'll go ahead and jump in the 47 here. We'll go ahead and start raking, and then we'll probably bale some in this video for you guys yet. So, I hope you enjoy this time lapse. It's probably gonna be a long video altogether, but I hope you enjoy this time lapse before we get into baling. Okay, guys, welcome back after that time lapse there. We got all the ground raked. So now we're gonna go ahead and jump in the 83 here, and we're gonna go ahead and get it baled. And I'll see you guys after we get done baling. Alrighty, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed those time lapses of baling. We got quite a few. I don't know, maybe about 20. Probably could have looked at the bale counter, but I'm not going to jump back in the tractor now. Morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Today we will be combining our soybeans. So I think the last episode was us cutting hay and stuff. But it's been about 3 months since then, 4 months. That was in June, so 3 months or 4 months, depending on how you look at it. But we got a second cutting of hay that we already had cut, and we've sold all of our hay already. Made about $50,000 off of hay this year, which again, farm sim money is a little sideways compared to real life. But with that, we need to get our soybeans harvested today, and then hopefully in the next episode we'll get all of our corn harvested, because at the end of the month, end of October, we have the Taheton County consignment auction. And since they didn't have the consignment auction this spring, and then they were supposed to have one in the summer, but it got rained out and everything, they just said, you know what, we'll just go ahead and have a big one in the fall. And when I say a big sale, it's probably the biggest one I've seen in my lifetime. But yeah, we will be going to that because I'm hoping to get a new ripper. As you can see back here, I have put up my ripper and my cultivator, which, cultivator's new to me. Actually, that ripper I don't think is that old either. But we are going to be hopefully selling those pretty good. And there's a couple tractors that I want to look at on that sale. Obviously a ripper, obviously a cultivator, and there's a couple other things that I wouldn't mind looking at too. Sorry, I was trying to make a note here in my hand. Okay, so I already have my wagons and my header over at the first field. All in this episode, we're gonna harvest soybeans. I know in the last year's episodes when I was working for the neighbor, we kind of split up harvest. This year, since I don't have as many acres, we're gonna try and harvest everything in one episode and one big time lapse. So with that, I need to get in my lovely Cat Lexion combine, and we're going to go ahead and head over to the field. And I'm just going to go ahead and time-lapse all of harvest from here on. I hope you guys enjoy all the music. Maybe I'll kind of catch up to you if I got to run a load of soybeans in or something, but we're going to go ahead and jump in the Lexion here and get going. Okay, guys. As you can see, we got done with that field. I came over to my next small field. I'll have to get my truck, and we'll have to take the, head around. Obviously, I couldn't get over that railroad crossing. Then there's a bridge back here that I won't be able to get across, but we should be able to at least get the truck pulled up so I can unhook the head, and then I should be able to get all this field on the combine. And then we'll move down to the next field. So I got a little bit of a walk ahead of me here, quick. Back to my truck, and I'll see you guys when I probably get back over here and hooked up. Alrighty, guys, I'm just getting pulled up here. Hopefully, I'll get it first try, maybe. Close enough I can adjust it with the combine. So we'll go ahead and pull up here, and I'm just thinking now that I did not pull the straps. My bad. Whoops. Fall back in the truck here that I accidentally hit shut off on. Alright. Yep, okay, so it's unhooked. Oops, and I also shut that one off somehow. Back up now. And then we'll back the truck up and put it in this little grass patch over here. And then we'll get back. Okay, guys. Some idiot accidentally turned off his recording and didn't record that he harvested this entire field. Yeah, that idiot was me, obviously. I don't know how I did it. I literally would have had to hit two buttons at the same exact time. I don't know. Anyways, so I obviously got all this field harvested. I even had some. I got both of these wagons full, and I even have some more that I had to put on another wagon. And unfortunately, I would have had all of that in the time lapse if I wouldn't have messed up and somehow turned off the recording. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm an idiot. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in my 8310 here. We're gonna run these two wagons up the hill to the elevator, and we're gonna empty them out because we need the money so we can buy some equipment here at the sale in a month. So, if we can get enough, then we can afford everything that we're looking for, which we do. We do have about $250,000 right now, so if we can get more than that, then we should be good. But we will see. So, with that, it's enough rambling on. But we'll go ahead and jump in the 8310 and head up there. Alrighty, guys. Hope you're still hanging in there, hanging with me. I think we'll get this unloaded. I'll head back down the field. I'll show you what I got harvested and everything. I'm still mad at myself for not hitting record or accidentally hitting stop recording. Oh wow, it was emptied quick. Okay, so we'll go ahead and head back. I'll see you guys at the field though. Okay, guys. As you can see, I at least remember to hit record this time. We got done, and I came back over with the combine, or I left the header on the combine, and then I came back over with the combine, got the pickup, brought the header back over here, went and got this other little orange wagon that I got at the guy that used to work with my grandpa, his sale last fall, his retirement sale. I got that there, and I just needed just a little bit to empty out. Let's see if I can get up. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you can kind of see it there when I glitched through. She's about half full still, so I didn't have enough room to get it on those two wagons, and these ones were already full, unfortunately, from this field. So yeah, I gotta bring all the soybeans in, and maybe I'll just run the one in with the truck right now, because I have two of these little Killsboro wagons. One of these has to go to, or maybe I'll just sell it Parker, and then I'll have two Killsboro that look identical. Maybe I'll do that. Anyways, I gotta run this in, I gotta empty it out, and then I'll show you the new baler that I got that I've been hiding all day. I traded in my round baler for a bigger square baler. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now. But we'll go ahead and I'll run this in, and then I will see you guys probably over at the dealership when I pick up that baler, which I think I have to take a tractor for because I'm pretty sure it's too tongue heavy for this truck. So I'll see you guys in a little bit because I messed up. But if you can do me a favor, go down below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Today we need to get our corn harvest done. We should be able to get her done pretty easily. All our corn's gonna go to the ethanol plant. I already got the combine warming up. I should probably move the T-track around so I can empty onto it, need be. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. The end of the last episode, I forgot to hit record on part of it, and I said that multiple times in there. I just want to apologize to you guys. There was plenty of content there, or plenty of shit. What can I call it? There's plenty of time lapse there for you guys, but I don't know. I said I was going to record all of soybean harvest and then forgot half of it, basically. So I got the baler back the other day. Brought it. It's sitting in my soybean field over there. That'll probably be the next episode, I think, or the auction will. We'll see how harvest goes today. The auction might be first, and then we'll get to soybean harvest after that. So that also reminds me, before I get too much farther, our Demco grain cart is going to be sold on the auction, and our Parker wagon that I mentioned at the end of last episode, that one's going to be sold. And also this T-Track, as much as I love it, we're just leasing it, and I told the owner, it's the guy that my grandpa used to work with, that he can go ahead and sell it on this year's sale if he wants, because it's such a large sale. It's bound to turn out a huge crowd. But I also said I needed to use it through harvest at least, so, which granted, honestly, I really don't need to use it that bad because it's just me around here right now. So, yeah, that's going to be sold, but we're going to be looking for another tractor, as well as a grain cart now, and cultivator, like I said. I'll go over that in the auction episode. So, with that, we're going to just go ahead and jump right into harvest here. So, I hope you guys enjoy this time-lapse of harvest. Guys, as you can see, we got all of corn harvested, and I actually remembered to record most of it. With that, that'll be the end of this episode. The next episode will be the auction episode. As I thought about it there, I won't have enough time to get around to doing the straw baling, as well as we're going to have to start doing tillage after, fall tillage. We're going to have to do fall tillage. Yeah. Anyways, you guys gotta love a good Casey's donut, some coffee in the morning. Well, today's the day, everyone. It is the big fall consignment auction, the Taheton County Fall Consignment Auction. And this year's is actually significantly larger than previous years. I think I kind of said it in one of the last episodes. They didn't have their spring one, and they also didn't have their summer one this year. Normally they do. Oh, excuse me, sir. But normally they do, and then they can spread all this equipment out over a year. But now, since they couldn't, there's a ton of them ton of equipment that is on this sale. So we're gonna get going here, and I will see you guys at the auction site. Alrighty, guys. You can see they even came down into this cornfield after the guy harvested it last week. They started getting everything moved down here because it was just piling up all the way around the entranceway of the airport and everything. But I think just about anything you can name that you need on a farm is going to be here. Although I don't think there was very many loaders now that I think about it, but that's what it is. But yeah, just about everything you can think of is here today. So we'll go ahead and go in and get checked in like we do every time, and then I'll do kind of a tour. It'll be a quicker tour than uh, usual. I'll probably just point out some of the stuff that I'm looking at and maybe some of the stuff that I'm putting up for sale. Or the guy, like I talked about, the guy that used to farm with my grandpa, he put up a couple pieces on here too. But yeah, we got about $320,000 that we can work with today. Um, I'd prefer not to get close to that so I can have some extra spending money for some extra fertilizer and stuff or lime to put on some of the new ground that we're getting next spring. But yeah, so with that, we'll go ahead and get out here, and I will see you guys on the other side. Alrighty, guys. First up, that I'm looking at, actually, there's two things here right next to each other, is this 4730. There's a couple on this sale, maybe just this one and another one that I can see right over there. But this one has duals. I'm looking at a self-propelled sprayer because I think I'm just going to start doing my own custom stuff for people instead of working for the co-op next spring. I think I'm going to start doing my own stuff now. I can afford to hopefully do it this year. So yeah. But if this goes for the right price, I'll buy it. But also, then right next to it is this Cat 75C tractor. Uh, I had mentioned that the T-Track that I was renting, the landlord decided he wanted to sell. And yeah, so I'm looking for another tractor. This one has about 400 horsepower. So if we can, I would like to get this one because it'd be able to pull anything that I need for now. And it's a little bit older, and I have driven it before. So if we can, we're gonna try and buy that. Like I said, I got a couple trucks here. I want to look at this Mac, mainly because I'm selling a couple wagons. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get this for cheap, and then I can have, instead of having to have 3 tractors in the fall, I can hopefully get this and just need 2 tractors. But we'll see. Maybe I'll still need 3, and then I'll just have more room. But yeah, here's another T-Track 8320. Just on narrow stance, wide tracks. Trying to crawl back over these tracks. And got an MT, what was that, an 8 something? I saw the number 875. I'd be very interested in this. 875E. I'd be very interested in that. We'll see what price it goes for. If I can't get that Cat, I'll probably try and bid on this because I want a 2-track, but I need something with some power. So yeah, I got a 7R. Ooh, this is like a new one. Did I say 350? I did. This is like a 2022 to 2024 version. This thing's beautiful. Although it is starting to see some paint wear, so it must be a 2022. 1486, like my grandpa's at, we put a board through the motor or something. Yeah. That it had to total out because of the storm and stuff last year. That's like ours, but not. So. What do we got? We got a little Kubota. Kind of, it looks like it'd be a skid steer attachment loader. I mean, that looks nice. It'd be nice if you had like a little cattle operation or something. Use that. Got a Freightliner, flat front. I forget what those are called. They've got a specific name, but you guys can correct me in the comments if you want. I got an 8240. I don't know how many hours any of these have on them off the top of my head. I'm not looking for a new combine. I really like that Cat that I have right now. 4730. Here's the other one, like I was saying. I'm looking at self-propelled ones, but they got a couple New Hollands on this sale too that I really like because they're front boom. We'll see what the price. If that one goes for really high, then I know this is not a good sign. That this one will probably go high, and then I'll see what I can get the New Holland for. Because this New Holland, I can do more, like side dressing or after, or late year stuff. Because this has hydraulic like raise up, so you can get a little bit higher. in the air if you need to. Then the Deere one just kind of has the air compressor or the air ride. It can't really raise it up much, whereas this one can raise itself up like an extra foot, I think. So, then they got a 7810 I'm not really interested in. Then we got a 7230R. I'd be very interested in that if I can't get that Cat or the Challenger. Then we got a Patriot, I assume. Yeah, Patriot 350. That's going to be probably way out of my price range because I'm pretty sure the co-ops are looking for more of those. What we got? We got Hydro 186. That's neat to see an old... Oh, it's even got the red power sticker on it. Looks pretty nice. Just some worn down steps. Here's why I'm interested in that uh, grain cart as well. They got some easy trails here that I'm very interested in, and I would like to get. Um, like I said, I really love the 2 easy trails that I bought from the guy that my grandpa used to farm with. So I'm gonna try and buy these 2, or at least 2 more here, because this is my J&M that I'm selling as well as my Parker's somewhere back here that I'm trying to sell too. So yeah, so we're gonna try and buy at least one, if not 2 of these easy trails. Then we got a lovely John Deere Model A here. That just needs some paint. Nice. Needs to go to a nice home. These tractors have done so much for farming in general that they need to go to a good home. I was kind of interested in this truck, but I don't think I'm gonna be that interested in it. Just look at all the wear on the paint. It's not even that old. It'd probably only be 2 or 3, maybe 4 years old. So, hmm. Oh, well. We got an 8350. I would be extremely interested in this because I think it's going to go for a better price than any of the R series. So we'll see what that goes for. I got about, I think I said it already. I got like 320,000 that I can work with, and we'll see what that comes in. If this goes for over 60,000, I won't be able to get it. So yeah, especially with everything else that I need to look at today. So but here's my old 535. Looks like they didn't even wash it off much. But yeah, I'm trading that in because I'm gonna start doing more custom work with my square baler. So it's a lot easier for to move a square baler or square bales around, and the local dairies and cattle operations like them a lot more than round bales because they stack easier and are easier to handle. So we got another coon. We got a deer wood flatbed. Here is my old round bale mover, as well as the other one that I was testing out. That my land or the guy that used to work with my grandpa, that I was testing his out. So this is his for sale, but I used it this year, and it's part of the reason why I decided I didn't want to deal with round bales anymore. So we got a 550 Demco. Here is one of the grain carts I'm really interested in, but I'm definitely gonna need a bigger tractor if I want to get. It's a 1051 Patriot Edition. I really like the black. I don't even care that's a Patriot Edition. I really like the black look. As the plane kind of comes in, brushes, and takes off again. Anyways, we got an old John Deere 500. Obviously not interested in that. A Kenzie 1050. We'll see. I'd be very interested in that, but if I can't get that, there's a couple other ones here that I'm very interested in. So, like I said, you can actually see my old cultivator in the background over there, right on the other side. I'm going to be looking at these sunflowers. I really like these sunflowers, but we'll see, because I think this one's a little bit newer, but the other one's a little bit older, so, or a little bit more used, so we'll see what price they go for. Got a Landau row crop cultivator. Here's also what I'm interested in, mainly because I'm doing more mowing now. Or I will be doing more mowing, especially when I pick up that new ground next year. There's a whole bunch of hay ground up there too. So looks like they got an older DC 133 and a newer one. We'll see what they go for. Obviously gonna try and buy one. And then they got a New Holland and a Heston rake. Oh, I guessed right. Yeah, that is Heston. Okay. Westfield 71 foot auger. Not really interested in because I didn't even end up using mine this year, just because of the year. I was trying to sell as much grain as I can so I can buy some equipment this fall. Here's the only sprayer tender on here, but I need a sprayer tender. and we'll see if I can get it for the right price. Otherwise, my neighbor had mentioned something about uh, taking my green little tank that I have, and he'd just move it up there because he has two uh, tanks next to each other and just pumps a little bit better on his water hydrant. So he doesn't have as many issues with trying to put in 2,000 gallons of water in a tank mix. So yeah, anyways, if I'm gonna start doing custom spraying, I want that. I want this as well. So another coon mower. Just I think this one just a little bit different color by the looks of it. There might actually be three of these on here because this is a little bit newer sunflower cultivator as well. So we'll look at it. John Deere mower. Here's my best way that I just got from the guy that farmed with my grandpa. I literally just bought it from him last year. Or well, I was gonna rent it, and then I ended up buying it before the spraying season started. So then we just since I'm gonna try and buy a new sprayer on this sale, I'm gonna put that up for sale as well as my old John Deere. Or I don't think it's actually technically John Deere, but 3-point mount sprayer. Um, I guess they had two of them somehow. I don't really know how, but yeah, I thought that these were pretty customizable or customized units. So yeah. Anyways, there's two of those for sale. One of them is mine. That Best Way sprayer is mine. And we got a John Deere 2700. I was looking at these rippers. That's one of the other things. They got another ripper somewhere around here that I'm very interested in. They're both the same width, and so yeah. Here's my old cultivator that I'm trying to sell. Yeah, just trying to upgrade, and yeah, the sunflower is a little bit bigger. So yeah, uh, probably should have just stuck with what I had for another year rather than buying that. But oh well. We got a John Deere 630. I'm pretty sure this is my old one. I sold it to the Deere dealership, and then I think they sold it to someone else, and now they're selling it on the sale. They don't. The guy that bought it retired like right after this year already, and so I'm surprised he bought it, but must have thought he was gonna stick around for a little bit longer. But oh well, this one's 315. We got another chisel plow here. Oh wait, this is my chisel plow. Gosh, I should pay attention. Yeah, so like I said, I'm looking at that ripper over there. I thought there was more, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get that other one. Otherwise, I can probably go to the Deere dealership and just get a new one for 20. I think those are going for $22,000 right now. So if I can get that one for less than 20, I'd buy it. Otherwise, I'll just go to the Deere dealership. So, anyways, this is my old chisel ripper. Yeah, we got a convey all system, a silage dump style, or just a dump truck semi thing. Then we got a flatbed here. So we are back to where I started, kind of. I'm now realizing this is going to be a very long episode, but I hope you guys stick around for it, or have stuck around. After the auction's over, as always, I will show you guys what I get. But I'll show you probably most of it because wow, it's already almost noon and the sale starts now, or starts here in a couple minutes. So we'll get all that. We'll get through the sale, and then I will see you guys at whatever time it is when we get done. Alrighty, guys. It is actually about 2 days later now. We bought these two wagons. You'll see everything else I bought at home. I bought a lot because it was like a fire sale. It must have been. There was so much here that people just weren't bidding on some of the things uh, that I was interested in. It was, I don't know. I guess like one of the tractors I bought had way more hours than I thought there was. Though, it has about 5,000 hours, whereas yeah, the other one didn't. My mower's still here. I gotta get a tractor, pick that up because it's got a 2 bar. Basically you need 3-point to pick it up. But yeah, the mower's still here. I bought that mower too. Everything else is at home though. So yeah. You can see almost all the headers are still here. Everything was sold. They just haven't picked them up, mainly because they stacked them. They stacked them basically. They literally basically stacked them on top of each other. But they just nobody else picked them up yet, or nobody has come pick them up yet. I think they said they wanted most of the tractors gone. They said they'd wait till the end of this week to get them out. But yeah, Yeah, it's gosh, it might almost be dinner time now that I think about it. I'm just looking at the sun there quick. Or yeah, let's see what time is it. Oh, it's only 3 o'clock. But yeah, like I said, it's about 2 days after the sale now, so we'll go ahead and since they don't have this nice fence over there. But yeah, you can see most of the tractors are gone that were over here already. The newer hauler's still here, which kind of surprises me. But yeah, I got my tractors back to the house already. The Harrow went for 500 bucks. If you want to know, nobody really wants those nowadays. My baler, and why I probably bought more than I need to. This baler went for way more than I thought it would. They must. It's just less technology, I think. Is that just what people like about it? I don't know. It went for $15,000, guys, which really shocked me. The bale haulers, they only went for the little one, the yellow one. Damn planes. It only went for $1,000 but the other one, another cattle guy that likes round bales instead of square bales, he bought it for $10,500. So I was really surprised by that. But yeah, I got out of all my equipment, everything that I sold on this sale, I got $55,500 on, which yeah, I was really happy with, obviously. But yeah, let's get out of here. I'll see you guys back at the house, and I'll kind of give you a quick tour of everything else that I bought. Okay, guys. Um, I started. I kind of just started going off there and just doing other things that I needed to be paying attention to. Finishing out this video, I forgot that I said I was going to show you everything. But we got back to the house now. Um, I got the easy trails here. We got two blue ones. Like I said, I wanted the matching ones. So yeah, but I also obviously got a New Holland here. Um, I guess it's obvious because you can see it. But it only went for 75,000. I was like, oh, yep, got to do that. I ended up spending about $275,000 total. Um, between everything that you guys are about to see plus that mower, um, which is outstanding. Like I said, I really was surprised. This sprayer was the second thing that I bought. Obviously, I bought this Challenger here. It's the second thing I bought, and I was really thinking that this was going to go for over 100, and then I'd just be done for the day. Other than the wagons and maybe the grain cart, but yeah, it only went for 75, and I was astounded by that. But to start out the day, the Challenger only went for 55, which, again, like I said, shocked the hell out of me. I think it's because there's the nearest Agco dealership is, I mean, the Case one here in town kind of sells some Agco stuff, but not really. But so the nearest one is about 35, 40-minute drive away, whereas the deer in the Case one is, around the corner basically. But yeah, so it only went for 55. This Ripper went for 10,000, which, like I told you, um, I actually checked online and the local deer dealership had one at one of their other sites, um, for 15. So I was, um, if it went for any more, I wasn't gonna get it. So sorry, I need a drink of my water there. And I need to check my phone there. Make sure I read that email right. Anyways, so I got this tender trailer. It went for $8,000, and yeah, I needed it because I got that sprayer. And then this grain cart, it went for the heck did it go for? It was like 22,000 is all. The only thing, this arm has been replaced, so I think that was why no one wanted it. Um, 12,000. It went for 12,000. I was like, 22 was way higher than I was gonna go on it. So yeah, it went for 12,000. So yeah, yeah. Alrighty. So then, this truck here, the motor needs some serious work. I got her home, but yeah, she needs some serious work, and it said that they said that at the sale. I only got it for 500 bucks. I might for that price, I might just drop a new motor in it instead of trying to fix it. Or I'll drop a new motor in it, and then I'll just fix up the old motor and then have an old motor around. But yeah, it went for 500 bucks. Um, and then yeah, I bought another tractor because for whatever reason, this is the one. I think I said it earlier. I said one. This has 5,600 hours on it, so it just went for crazy cheap compared to what I was expecting, and it went for $25,000. And then I got my cultivator back here for 5,000 bucks. So yeah, so in the wagons, yeah, like I said, uh, I guess yeah, it was 210,000 total, if I remember right. Which is I'm spending way too much money at these auctions. So if they have them in the spring and the summer again, I'm probably gonna avoid them and just go to the fall one again. Maybe get something updated, but I don't think I'll need to update anything now. I should be good for at least a year. So, with that being said, this will be the end of this episode. I got my twine loaded up. We're gonna be square baling our straw next time. I even got the local dairy that I'm selling the straw to. They dropped off a square bale, a large square bale loader that I can just hook up to my tractor and then just drive along my rows and pick up the bales. So you guys will see that in the next episode. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this rather long episode. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. Uh, Today we got to bale some straw for the local one of the local dairies, and yeah, today isn't as exciting as last episode where we bought a crap ton of equipment at the consignment sale, but I mean, it was basically a fire sale, it felt like. So we, yeah, we got our baler already out there in the tractor. I got twine loaded up so we can load up the baler. Um, Fourth wall break. Hopefully the mod works. I haven't tested it yet. I had planned on testing it before this, but I have not. So if we get in there and all of a sudden the baler switched, I'll let you know. But yeah. So anyways, back to reality. Yeah, next episode we're gonna get to doing some field work, fall field work. We got to rip all the corn ground, and we got to do some mulching on some of the. Well, I guess we only have one soybean stubble field right now, so since after we get the bales off of our other soybean field, our big one back on the other side of the trees here, that's gonna be the last time we farm that ground, at least for now. Because it sounds like the neighbor is actually going to keep it and rent it to a different person, and then he might sell it to me next year instead of this year. Since this year I gotta fork up the remainder of my cash into buying that acreage earlier than I expected. But we'll at least get to rent more ground north of it this year, or north of the new ground in the new shop and stuff. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and jump in my Chevy here and we'll go over and get it loaded up, or get the baler loaded up, and then we will get to baling. So if you guys remember back to last episode, one of the local dairies that I'm selling these to, not one of them, I guess it is the dairy that I'm selling these to, has this nice bale accumulator. And so once I get done baling, we'll have to come in and pick all the bales up, and then we'll bring them to the dairy. It's only I guess it's on the other side of the county, but that's fine. I can at least get them picked up. I don't think I'll have that many bales, but you never know. So I will go ahead and get all the twine loaded, and then I will see you guys in the time lapse of baling straw. guys. As you can see there, I got my first full load of straw bales. I'll have several more. I'm gonna run this over to the dairy and drop it off at their place, and then I'm gonna pick up the rest of this. I think I'm just gonna end today's episode here, though. That was probably just a long time lapse for you guys. If anything else comes up, I'll stop back in. But I think this will end it here, and then the next episode I'll just pick up tomorrow when I start tillage and stuff. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. It's about 7:30 this morning. You can see the moon setting over there and the sun just starting to rise. Today we got to get into our after harvest tillage. So we're gonna go over our bean ground with our soil with our disc, and then we're gonna go over our corn ground with our ripper that we just got. We're using both of the tractors that we just got too. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed the little colorful light show this morning. I decided I was gonna well, this one I just ran down to the other shop quick to change a couple hoses out on, so that's why I turned it on. Then I was like, oh wait, I can turn the other one on and make it look like a colorful light show. But we'll crawl back in the Challenger and shut her off and turn off its lights, and then we'll jump in the 8330 here, and we'll go over, and we're actually going to be tilling all of our soybean fields. Ironically, you know, I've said this before, originally this was going to be our only soybean field left, because originally we were going to be getting rid of those fields. I think even in the last episode I said that. But after talking with the landlord, who was my neighbor who I used to work for, he said that he doesn't really want to rent it to anyone else. He'd prefer just to rent it to me, and doesn't really want to sell it right now. So he said either next year or in 2 years we can try and buy it if we would like, but he'll keep renting it to us for now. So I said, sure, I'll rent it. Can't afford the same exact price that I was before, but yeah. He said that's fine, but we can't go much lower, but you know, we still got it for a fairly decent price. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna probably start at my farthest back field there, and then kind of just work our way back. We're gonna do all three of those fields, and then we'll see what time it is. I'm guessing it's gonna be pretty late, so we'll start ripping corn, and then we'll see how far we get. So I will see you guys at the first soybean field. Alrighty guys, so if you can remember, these are the fields I'm talking about. We got this little one here, and then this bigger one here. I'm gonna rip out this, I'm gonna rip out this grass strip, because I don't really know why it was here. I think it's kind of was used as like a little bit of a waterway, so a lot of the water kind of funnels down to this spot, but it doesn't really funnel to this spot anymore after years of erosion and stuff. So I'm gonna rip out this grass strip, and then I am possibly gonna plant some of this back here to grass next year. We'll see. I don't really want to take care of more grass right now, but we'll see. Especially picking up that new ground this year, there's a whole lot of grass up there, so on the north end of it. So yeah, eventually I'll give you guys a tour of that. The guy was out there harvesting it today or yesterday. Well, yesterday and today. I guess he's got to farm more of it today, so to finish combining it. So with that, we'll go ahead and jump in the 7330, and then I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse of tilling our soybean stuff. I obviously slept pretty good last night. It was a pretty long day, but you can see it's again about a little bit before 7, I think, this morning. Moon's still up. It's a nice, beautiful looking sunrise over the hill there. But we gotta get going. I want to get this. I want to get all my corn stubble ripped. But I'm for sure for you guys, I'll get this field ripped, and everything else I'll just do off camera, just because this video is gonna be super long anyway. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this time lapse of ripping corn. fine. So I'm just gonna end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed all those time lapses. I know that was probably a really long time lapse video, but that's how farming works. There's a whole bunch of work that goes just back and forth in a field, and that's the best way to kind of put it. So, okay, I need to tidy this place up some. Good morning, everyone. I think it's still morning. Yep, still morning. We are, it's about mid-March right now. We've had a beautiful winter, barely any snow, which it kind of sucks for ground moisture, but we kind of needed it for the construction projects I've been working on. Surprise! But I got the planter hooked up to the 8330, and I was kind of just going over that today. Well, today, yesterday, the day before that. And she's about ready to go. I just need to grease some things and then I got to do some work on the tractor. But yeah, we got the Mac out. So you can see her sitting over there. I got to bring her down to the other yard to pick up the Challenger to bring that back to hook up to the Landau finisher or disc finisher. And yeah, so this episode's going to be a little bit different, hopefully a little bit shorter. Just kind of more updates to the farm than anything. So first update, I guess. We'll start with some of the ground. So I think I kind of, whoops, I need to quit hiding that, or quit showing that. Here, one sec, I'll pull up my map and show you guys. Alrighty, guys. So here's the update. We now own all of these tracks. This track where my home farm is, the 2 tracks across the road, and these fields here, plus the stuff down here right next to the acreage, or the other acreage site we own. We're renting this for right now. But the plan is for us to buy that too. So with that's a whole lot of ground updates and stuff. This the deal for buying these has been in the work for a couple of years, and this one was just, hey, we'll throw those pieces in with these if you want to basically just take them for a heavily discounted rate. The neighbor, very great guy, awesome guy to work with. I'm very glad I got to work with him, and I'm very glad that he works with me on some of this stuff so I can be a big farmer or a little bit bigger farmer, but be able to at least hopefully be self-sufficient, not need to rely on other jobs, which there's kind of an update there too. I no longer work for the co-op, even on I mean, I kind of go there every once in a while if they are absolutely very far behind and do some custom spraying or custom spreading, stuff like that. That's about it now. That's all I really help them with. Every once in a while I will go in, but we are going to be renting a spreader for them here in a little bit to, because the lime, we need to put a bunch of lime on these 3 fields here. So we'll be renting a spreader to do that. The rest of these should be good for at least another year or 2 before, or maybe even more than that before I need to put more lime on. But yeah. So, let's just get out of that map. Someone was thinking I would have turned my icons off there. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the 4th wall break, too. Anyways, so next update. There's been a bunch of construction projects going on around the yard. You can't really tell in here, but you saw the wood piles because I kept Oh, wow, man, I am terrible at hiding things. So we're going to build a new shed right over here, hopefully. Hopefully, it's they said they were going to have it up before the end of April. So probably about the time we finish corn planting, it'll be up. But yeah, also got some very good discounts on some moved bins. I moved these 3 bins in here, these 3 Brock bins I moved in. And when I was talking with the guy that moved them in, he's also a dealer for Brock bins, he got me talked into putting up a brand new one. So this one was sitting on his lot for about 3 years now, and he said, I'll give it to you for basically the price that he buys them at. You know, if he buys them, he has to mark them up a little bit to sell them to the end user. He basically said it's sat there for long enough. I'll sell it to you for the price that I bought it at. And I said, sure. And then labor was, they already had the crew out here. So it was basically half the price of having them come back and forth and back and forth. So yeah. So we put up these 4 bins here at my home place. And Plain's going to go over ahead. Oh, it's going over there. Okay. We got the 8310 hooked up to the cultivator here. But yeah, I don't think there's many other like building site updates. I haven't really equipment wise. I'll show you the new truck I got. They basically gave it to me after I traded in my Chevy for this truck. I'll show you when we get over to the other yard. Because I'm bringing this over. We got this all fixed up this winter. I think I talked about that last video or 2 videos ago. We had to replace the motor, and I took the other motor out, and we kind of slowly been rebuilding it just to have an extra motor around. But yeah, this truck is good to go now. I could use a paint job, but I don't really want to take it to the dealership to do that. But yeah, so I'll head over to the other yard. The other truck, the new truck, is sitting over there, and we also need to get the Challenger. So I'll see you guys over there. Gonna have to move that when I need to get the baler out and the mower out, but oh well. So close. And can I just close this door without needing the other one closed? Perfect. So Challenger's sitting right there. Challenger was in this shed, but I've been working on the sprayer a little bit this fall. And also I had the truck hooked up to the tender, so you can see the new truck now. The Chevy Duramax diesel. I had to park it in here at a kitty Wonkus angle to be able to get it in here. Probably could have just unhooked it now that I think about it. And just, anyways, um, yeah, I paid just basically to repaint it. I paid $1,000 to repaint this thing, or well, it was like $1,200, but yeah, I paid to have it repainted, and they basically said, "We'll take your other Chevy," which it couldn't haul much, and I didn't mind that truck, especially after, I mean, it was given to me at a very heavy discount, but I still owed money on it, um, and so basically they said, you won't owe anything on any trucks, and uh, you can have this one. It had a rebuilt motor not that long ago, or like last year, I think. Like they said, it's got under 1,000 miles on the rebuilt motor, and the transmission was gone over and replaced several key wear parts in there. So yeah, she's got like barely any miles on it. Basically, the frame probably has 100,000 miles, but they since the engine and transmission are brand new, basically, I'm not too worried about the frame. But yeah, so this is my new truck. Replace my old Chevy with a new Chevy. We got some extra corn, or some of our corn seed in here, and a bunch of, all these totes are empty actually. They're from last year. Probably should just get rid of them, but I don't know why I keep them around. I do, I guess, that's why. And our sprayer is ready to go. We're probably actually going to be getting out here, maybe within the next week. I think we're going to spread lime before I need to spray anything actually like on, or actually with this. So yeah, but that's almost ready to go. The new shop, did I tell you guys about the new shop? Yeah, I'm building the new shop. The reason I'm building it is because since my brother's gonna be living here, I want to be able to put most of the farm stuff in one side. I don't want to overcrowd my brother's shop. Like, this is gonna be his shop. I don't want to overcrowd it with stuff like this. I mean, this originally had, before I bought this truck and hooked it up to this tender, it had 2 tractors in here all winter, and this tender and sprayer, obviously. But I mean, it's just full, so then you can't really bring anything else in. I know my brother's got, he'll have a shed up there to work on stuff, and then the garage, but you can't really work on anything in the garage. And that other shed, you can kind of work on stuff, but it's just, yeah, I'm sure he would like this a little bit more. So yeah. Uh, but yeah, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump in the Challenger and run back to the house and hook up to the Landau and get that, look over that a little bit today. I don't know if I'll do that in the episode, though. I think once we get back and get hooked up, we'll call it a day. So uh, let's head back. Alrighty, guys, we're just getting backed in here. We should be able to get hooked up just fine. Whoops. Came at it a little bit faster than I wanted. Get out and double check here. Looks like we got everything. Got all the hoses. Go ahead and turn her off for now. We'll just leave her under the shed for now. But yeah, I know that was probably a very different episode than you guys are used to, but we just had to do kind of an update before I got into the spring, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, holy cow, he completely rebuilt the farm." But yeah, um, maybe we'll see how the spring goes, but maybe the next episode will be, um, the shed will be done. I don't know. They already got lumber out here. They already filled that dumpster, which I guess was from the bin guys, but the dumpster's got to be taken away. So, yeah, it is first part of March. The next episode probably won't be until the mid part of April, if I had to guess. I should have spread lime on some ground last fall, but I didn't get around to it, especially the new ground, which is the only one now that I think about it. That the new ground over by the new yard, that was had corn on it till after Thanksgiving for whatever reason. They just took that long. But yeah, so we couldn't get lime on that quite right away. So yeah. Anyways, with that. Alrighty, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to beautiful Taheton County, Iowa. It's probably about 8:30ish this morning. It is the first week of April. Like I said in my last episode, it'll probably be closer to April before I talk to you guys again. And well, there's a couple updates. I ripped out some trees and stuff so we could combine some fields. Found an old driveway that we knew was there, but we just hadn't been able to find it. So I'll kind of show you guys that. And yeah, we also got the shed finished. They literally came in 3 days and finished it. Like they had the frame up, or 3 days, 3 weeks they finished it. It felt like 3 days as fast as they were putting it up, but I was out cutting trees down, so I wasn't around much. But yeah, they came. I mean, like literally the first day they had, well, after they got the concrete done, which was the day after I last talked to you. They got all the concrete poured, all the pad was poured, the beam footers were poured and everything. Um, and yeah, so I'll kind of give you a little tour inside. It's kind of empty, other than all the equipment I've already parked in here. I got a little Nipco heater here, table saw, a bunch of tool benches that I haven't really filled yet. I don't know where that fan came from. That was already here, I guess, or must have been left here by one of the guys. Here's my main tool benches for working on equipment. But I brought, like I said, I wanted to get a bunch of the stuff out of my brother's shed. I brought the sprayer tender over, the sprayer over, and then I just brought the planter in here, and the MT 875E. So, yeah. So, I need to disc up everything that I already. There we go. I need to disc up all that stuff that I ripped up, and it's just across the road here. But I planted some grass and stuff to kind of show you, or kind of shore up some of the river bottom there. But I also got to looking, and you know what? I'll just show you when I get out there. There's some trees that I don't know why they never really removed when they, because my grandpa owned it for several years, both sides of the track down here. So I don't know why they never. Yeah. Anyways. So, a very tight fit, but the disc will fit. I don't think I can get anything much wider in there. Um, ah. All right, and yeah, you can see all the trees I removed right there. And you can almost see the dead path of them all. But I planted a bunch of grass here along the edge. You can kind of see it. Yeah, I planted a bunch right here where it kind of came to a point. It was just annoying to combine around and plant around. So I just said, screw it. We can have a nice little staging area when it's not too wet of a year, because this spot likes to sit wet too. So we have a nice little staging area for equipment. And maybe leaving it in grass will make it a little bit. But yeah, I planted a 30-foot strip all the way along, except for over here, there was already this big area. I just left it out. But here we are. This is where we're gonna rip up. So there's these weird patch of trees here, and you guys saw last fall, I ripped up that strip in between because I was gonna farm these together. And then I got looking at these trees this winter and was like, I don't know why those trees are really there, because my grandpa farmed this for at least 10 years. He owned both sides. I know he rented this side for a long time before he bought it. So I don't know. I suppose it probably was just a money thing. And I just had the time. I just went through and started cutting out the trees and then just rented a stump grinder for a day and just came in and ground out all the stumps of all the bushes and all the trees. But yeah, so you can see planted a strip here along this side too, over here, so we can get a little bit better water protection or, environment protection rather than having some of the fertilizer and pesticide be able to roll or wash right off. The grass should catch most of it. So, but we did find this little patch back here, which I knew it was here. And the river's been down enough ever since the storm that we can actually get back here and we can mow this patch if I wanted to. I don't know if I will because it's not a very big patch, but if you get a half a bale, you get a half a bale. So as long as the river's down, it'd be fine. But yeah, so I'll kind of run now. But yeah, so this is that hillside that you guys saw me bale last summer. Run up this hill. I did some kind of, just some of the trees were kind of starting to come out, so I did a little bit of trimming there. I cut some off here so I could actually get back here and kind of cut back in there. But yeah, over here is the old driveway. So there used to be a driveway that came up the top of that hill, came over here, and my grandpa said for years he remembered being able to use this when he was a kid. And that's how they would get to this field over here, which is my other field on this side. It's the bigger field on this side of the hills. But yeah, you can see rock in a couple random places. Which I don't know if that's from erosion or if that's just, the actual path itself. But yeah, so I'm obviously gonna leave this in grass. I'm not, look how hilly this is and everything. There's no way I'm gonna try and farm this with any piece of equipment other than just mowing it. But yeah, it goes all the way down to the field there. And so if I wanted to, instead of going out on the road, I can just come here and go down here. But I don't think I'm gonna try that with the combine. I'll be fine doing it with tractors. I don't think about tractors and wagons though either. I don't think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, so we'll run back to the tractor. We'll disc that little portion up, and then the new ground. I talked to the landlord, and he's gonna let me farm the two crop fields together. And so then I'm gonna rip out that little grass strip, and then we're gonna spread lime on that chunk over there. So we'll get down here and get to I don't know why I keep walking. Run quick. All right. So let's go ahead and jump in the MT here, and we'll do just a little quick time lapse of ripping out this grass. Well, alrighty, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and spread lime here. Hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse of just expanding some fields. I guess this one's not really expanding. It's just making it easier to farm instead of having two separate fields where I gotta Where the only way I can access it is going through my other grass patch up there over there's a hilltop driveway that you guys will probably see here when I get done, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and spread this. That little chunk that's in the back corner, I'm going to probably leave because I think I'm going to talk to the landlord and see if he just wants to put that chunk into CRP. So with that, let's go ahead and get to spreading. Alrighty, guys. As you saw there, I got done spreading the lime on this field, and I had a bunch of extra, so I ended up spreading most of that other field. Uh, if it gets unloaded, so why I ended up spreading all that extra on that other field? Well, first off, it's because some of that stuff that we ripped up earlier needed it. But also, if you unload it off the truck onto the tender, usually they still charge you for it. They don't, if you leave some on the, or not, if you take it off the tender and put it on the spreader, they'll charge you for it. So if the spreader has two, or I don't know how much this thing holds. I think like 12 ton or 14 ton, if I remember right, of lime. If you have 4 ton in the spreader still, which I'm sure that's pretty close to what I had, they'll still charge you for that 4 ton. But now you have 4 ton that you never used, and you could have used it somewhere else. So I decided to go spread that on that other field, which I almost got done with, because when I loaded the prescription on it, there wasn't much that. Obviously, the rest of the field didn't need much. It was just the parts that we just ripped up. So, with that, that'll be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, please do me a huge, huge favor. Every like, every subscribe helps immensely. If you can, comment down below too. If you want to. It's engagement stuff with YouTube, so they just want you to look like you're more active on here than on these episodes or on these videos. So, and as always, I already said that. So, with that, that'll be the end of this one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.